Hello everyone, Douglas Waltz, Old Man Comic Book Reviews. This is, yes, you've guessed it, episode 199. We got a nice stack of comics to look through. First I'm going to give you the only manga I buy, and it is Kamen Rider Kuuga, because I'm a huge Kamen Rider Kuuga fan. In comparison, this is issue 9. Original story is by Shotaro Ishinomori. Script is Koshini Inoue. Art is Hitatsu Yomoshima. And then there's the translator fellas. Jonathan Clements and... it's awful tiny. Hold on. And Motano Tamamuro. Alright. So, okay. So, you know the story. Kamen Rider Kuuga. It's the one that brought Kamen Rider back after a few years off, like 8 years. This is the one. That series is good. Kuuga. I really like Kuuga. This is like a fever dream version of Kuuga. Also, we're on book 9 and they haven't gotten that far. So it's kind of interesting to see what will happen next. Also, the introduction of Agito in this is odd for me because Kamen Riders tend to not share very well. Agito comes in the regular series after Kuuga, but in this book, Agito is here. It's interesting. It's a different variant. It's like a parallel universe Kuuga. So we're up to book 9. At this point, I'm wondering how many books I'm going to get. They're not very... they don't come out on a regular basis. They seem to take some time. Probably the translation issues. I know when they first started, they had issues with the translation and it was wrong. So they made it all nice for people. You could check it out for free online. But they didn't change the book. So, there's that one. Now let's get to the books. Assuming I don't sneeze. I will apologize now if I sneeze. Okay. Birds of Prey. Number 20. I'm so happy this book is at number 20. Let's give you the rundown of the who's it's and the what's it's. It's a classic split up episode where they all split up and go their own different ways. Kelly Thompson is our writer. Sammy Basri is our artist. They all go on different missions, separating the team. Artwork, as always, is still gorgeous. Kelly is a really on-point writer for this book, so it works really well. So yes, Oracle has to send them all on their merry way to go to different places. All of them are a trap. It's a trap. It's totally, excuse me, it's totally a trap. So, and this says part 1 of 5. So, the interior story, part 1 of 5. So, good to know. That I'll get 4 more issues of Birds of Prey. And we're in the DC apparently, all in number 6 of Batgirl. Hooray, Batgirl. Tate Bramball is our writer. Takeshi Miyazawa is our artist. Our girl is still dealing with her mother, Lady Shiva, and this underground kingdom that she has screwed over. I did like there's a series of panels in a fight where Batgirl uses bats and they put them in like that. I thought that was really well done. The story is finally over, which makes me happy because it was good for a minute, but I didn't need to keep reading about her mother. We already know her mother's a trash fire, so we'll see what direction we take next in Batgirl. All right. West Coast Avengers. Number 6. That's right. Other Avengers thinking they're all high and mighty compared to the West Coasters. Writer Jerry Dugan. Artist is Ton Lima. And yeah, Tony explains why they accepted Ultron. And the other Avengers don't like it, so Captain Falcon, Captain Marvel, Vision, Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, and Storm come to talk sense in them, thinking that they've all been taken over by by Ultron. But that's not how this Ultron works. This Ultron is a set of Ultrons, and he has decided to let everyone be in on the game. We also find out who the failsafe is for Ultron. But in doing that, they've lied to Ultron, and he has to worry about that. And then Wonder Man shows up. Yay! I like this book. It's very interesting to have Ultron as a good guy. We'll see where this goes from there. X-Men number 14. Currently not a spin-off or part of another storyline with all the other X-books. Jed MacKay is our writer. Penciler is Ryan Stegman. Inkers are Ryan Stegman and J.P. Mayer. The book always looks good. Just gorgeous. And we get a twin... No. Let me do that again. So there's a girl that they're looking for in the wilderness. This little girl, but who says that she doesn't have mutant powers. They looked at her and said, "You do not have mutant powers." Here's this guy. His name is Wire. He's a bad guy. You can tell because he spells Wire with a Y. Silly. This is starting to feel like a 90s X-Men book. So they find the little girl who is not a mutant, who is exhibiting mutant powers. And you're saying to yourself, well, how can a person who is a mutant or not a mutant exhibit mutant powers? Well, she absorbed her twin in the womb. Her absorbed twin is the mutant. I'm liking this book when they get to do their own thing. When they're not part of the bigger picture. It's really good stuff. Moon Knight number 7. Fist of Khonshu. 8-Ball is the bad guy. No, he's not. He does love calling his new team Pool Party. So that's kind of funny. Writer Jed MacKay. Artist Domenico Carbone. And after not going so well with the Asgardian last time, they had to go lower. They had to aim lower. And they're pretending to be villains to go after the Wasp's daughter, I guess. And we find out that 8-Ball used to be a jet propulsion engineer. So he's helping her out. The whole entire reason for them doing this is to get Hank Pym to show his scraggly face. I also would like to point out this lovely picture of Tigra. There you go. But they're trying to get Hank Pym out, so they threaten his daughter with supervillains, even though it's them dressing up like supervillains. And just, a little bit of drama. A little bit of drama going on in the whole Moon Knight, but Moon Knight wouldn't be drama. Hank Pym also found out he's a father again. So, there you go. Oh, Godzilla Heist number 2. Godzilla Heist number 2. The art's starting to grow on me. Story by Van Jensen, art by Kelsey Ramsey, and the team that is preparing the heist we know what it is, because we are the reader. Some of them know what it is, but others don't. And so Godzilla, with this one kid's ability to summon him anywhere, helps get them one step closer to Mechagodzilla. I am excited that the next issue shows a picture of Anguirus. Anguirus gets no love in Kaiju Land. This is an interesting book, and as I mentioned, the artwork is it's good. Growing on me. Alright, and I saved the best for last, by the way. Miles Morales, he's done being a vampire, folks. Issue number 32. Unfortunately, we have just initiated God War Part 1. Cody Ziegler is the writer, Marco Renna is the artist, and Ares is up to no good. He needs Miles dead. So he goes into the prison to break out Zip Zephyr. Remember Zip Zephyr? The demigod of the winds. Ares shows up and says, Zip, it's time for you to go and kill Spider-Man for me. And but then there are other people that have an opinion about that happening. That would be Thor and Hercules. Thus initiates the beginnings of the God War. And yeah, it looks like fun. It's odd that Miles is the one that they pick to always have him crossing over with other people. They don't let him be Miles very often, which is a little sad. Okay, here we go. It's been a little while since we've had an issue of this. This is called the 10th Anniversary Special, and it is the return of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. I truly hope that this is a thing where they're going to let us keep it. There are two stories in here. One is HBD, written by Brandon Montclair, and drawn by Nacha Bustos, so our regular team for before the book got canceled. Then there's Devil Girl and Moon Dino, which is written by Justina Ireland, and our artist is Luca Claretti. And Moon Girl, being very gruff with everyone, is inviting people to come help her. She has specific things she needs. Like Ben Grimm brings her the ultimate nullifier. She has to have Captain America's shield. She needs Daredevil. She needs Moon Knight. Because the Impossible Man is back, folks. If anybody remembers the Impossible Man, he can do whatever he wants. It's impossible to get rid of him unless you convince him to leave. You got to sort of talk him into it. It's also Luna's birthday. So it's nice that there's a birthday in here. We get a big party at the end. But then the second story is decades after the dissension. Devil Girl and Moon Dino. It's futuristic stuff. I hope that they don't think that we want any of this. It's not great. It's one of those futuristic things, and it says the end for now. Well, we don't want that. We want Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. It's cute that you flip the names and came up with a whole future story, whatever, but nobody wants that. Stop it. So, there you go. So we are going to do our split up. I am counting Kuga as a superhero, just so you know. I'm Godzilla, no, honey. I think we're going to mostly have superhero books this time around, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, there's only one non-superhero book, and that's Godzilla. He got beat out by the soups this time, because superhero books is fun to read. So, alright. This is episode 199. Next week, our episode will be the fabled 200th episode. We're going to try to shoot that at Fanfare Comics here in Kalamazoo, Michigan. I won't let you know. You'll know when it comes out. If you see me sitting in this chair, something didn't happen, is what I'm saying. I'm not sure how many books come out that week. The way my luck works for an anniversary, it'll be one. But I haven't had just one book come out since that 1 week, way back when it was just a Ghost Rider book. So I don't see that happening. In the meantime, I do want you to remember that reading is important. Reading keeps you up to date on information, things going on in the world, things you should pay attention to. You should always be well informed. Comic books reinforce that by making you read. I mean, there are special issues that have no dialogue, but those are far and few between. Some are more word heavy than others. But but it helps you to read. Yes, the pictures interact with the words to give you a full story. So it's a lot like the news. You can read the news, you can watch the news. Remember, anybody that's reporting the news probably has a bias. There's places you can go, I think it's AP News, that has zero bias. They report to you what is on there. Did you know when you started watching this episode today that you're going to learn about what news programs to watch? Well, here we are. It's just important, especially now that you read a lot. If you don't want to read comic books, but you, for some reason, watch my show, great. Read something else. Read something that might interact with the world at large. Or if you are already immersed in that and you need some escapism, comic books are great for that. They're just, some of them are showing us the thing that we want to be the best at, and that's just being a person sometimes. We just want to be the best person we can be, and a lot of people in comic books try to be the best person that they can be. That's kind of the thing. Yeah, they're the superheroes, so they're trying to be better for us, which is awesome. Except for Godzilla. He just kind of wants to step on stuff. That's okay. So, you can read comic books at your local library for free. You can take them home. They won't even make you sit there and read them. You can read comic books online. If you're really into manga, I mean, this is my exception to the rule. I don't buy manga, but there's a lot of manga out there, and you can read a lot of that online also for free. Find your favorite story, find your favorite artist. You do not have to read superhero comic books. There are hundreds of comic books that come out on a monthly basis that have nothing to do with superheroes whatsoever. So if you don't like superheroes, well then go find something else. There's here at Kalamazoo, we have Fanfare. They have just a wall of independent comic books, and a lot of them have nothing to do with superheroes. So you can always find something to read. Yeah, I think that's all I've got. I'm really excited about episode 200. I think that's going to be a blast. If we show it from Fanfare, that is. I was going to ask them if I could walk around and ask people what their favorite comic book is before I do this. So that's all I've got. I want you to remember to come back next week for the big 200th episode. Be sure to like and subscribe onto the channel. And as always, go read a comic book.